Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. In today's video, we're going to once again be discussing Hogwarts lovable gamekeeper Rubeus Hagrid. More specifically, we're going to be discussing Hagrid's love life and what came of its blossoming relationship with Madame Maxime. It all started with the Triwizard Tournament. The Triwizard Tournament was first established some 700 years ago as a friendly competition between the three largest European schools of wizardry, Hogwarts, Beauxbatons, and Durmstrang. The schools took it in turns to host the tournament once every 5 years, and it was generally agreed to be a most excellent way of establishing ties between young witches and wizards of different nationalities. And establish ties the tournament certainly did. However, this did not only apply to the younger demographic. Furthermore, some of these ties transcended friendship and escalated into love. Madame Maxime was a French witch and headmistress of Beauxbatons Academy of Magic. She was 11 feet 6 inches tall and a half-giant just like Hagrid. When Maxime arrived at Hogwarts along with her cohort of young witches, she immediately caught Hagrid's eye. From right near the beginning of Maxime's arrival, Hagrid and her seemed to cozy up to one another. Hagrid may have been more conspicuous about his enamorment, but the feeling was mutual, at least to some extent. They couldn't hear what Hagrid was saying, but he was talking to Madame Maxime with a rapt, misty-eyed expression. Hagrid also didn't quite know what to say to her, and at one point accidentally insulted her by referring to her half-giant status. "How dare you!" shrieked Madame Maxime. Her voice exploded through the peaceful night air like a foghorn. Behind him, Harry heard Fleur and Roger fall out of their rosebush. "I have never been more insulted in my life. Half-giant? Moi? I have big bones." Though Hagrid inadvertently insulted Maxime, the pair did eventually kiss and make up, travelling together to visit the giant colonies as envoys for Dumbledore. Apart from the book's initial signifiers that the pair were possibly romantically linked, the relationship isn't touched on much, and eventually the Goblet of Fire simply ends, with Maxime departing and heading back to Beauxbatons alone. This left fans with one big question: what happened with Hagrid and Maxime? Did they rekindle their love later in life? Were they in correspondence during their time apart? Rowling once addressed Hagrid's love life in an interview. Did Hagrid ever get married and have children? Oh, did Hagrid ever get married and have children? No. Realistically, Hagrid's pool of potential girlfriends is extremely limited, because with the giants killing each other off, the number of giantesses around is infinitesimal, and he met one of the only ones, and I'm afraid she thought he was kind of cute, but she was a little more, how should I put it, sophisticated than Hagrid. So no, bless him. So it turned out that Maxime simply thought she was too good for Hagrid. However, it's also worth mentioning that the pair didn't part on bad terms, as indicated by their behaviour at Dumbledore's funeral. Harry watched from a window as a gigantic and handsome olive-skinned, black-haired woman descended the carriage steps and threw herself into the waiting Hagrid's arms. It's a shame that Maxime was the one that got away for Hagrid, but on the other hand, I think that he was probably the one that was too good for her. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, you're a wizard, Harry!